Hi, everybody. I'm Patrick Chun. I'm with IITTI World Civility Index. And today, again, we are very honored to have soft skill expert Carolina Tan with us here. And we're going to talk about if you're in sales or something like that, what are some of the words that are no-nos that you should try to avoid in something like that? And Carolina is not only a seasoned soft skill expert and image consultant, but she's also a real estate person. So she has lots of experience in this area. So Carolina,
Thank you. Hi, Patrick, and hello, ET followers. So it's a great week once again, and happy to be here. Well, our words matter, whether you believe it or not. So therefore, how we speak to our customers, it's a form of art. And I remember years ago, Patrick, right? Jeffrey Victor, whom we met in Vancouver
yeah.
from Luminary Learning Company. And to actually borrow, okay, from his short video, some of the no-nos, okay, the words to avoid. Okay, let me just mention this as is, and we will actually add on like a couple more in relation to our dealings with customers. According to Jeffrey, okay, words to avoid, too bad. I just want you all to hear this, okay? So just lend us your ears. When we hear the phrase, it's our policy. And
Oh.
then what about the phrase, like I said before?
Ooh, I
And
say that all
certain
the
like
time.
bullet words, and certain bullet words, don't, doesn't, can't, wouldn't, shouldn't, unable to, and worse, unfortunately. See, imagine like hearing all of these words, even in their bullet forms or even in their short phrases. It's like, I don't want this used in a sentence. So therefore, our goal here is you and I can always level our status because many times, in business, you and I have this notion that when we are the one approaching a client, we are in a much lower like status than the client whom we actually put in a pedestal. But in reality, it is not that way because you and I both have the same valuable time, whether we are the one approaching a customer or it is coming from the customer's end.
So it
So
should
what do
be
you
like
think?
it should be
Yes.
on equal. I agree. I agree totally. It's something. It's like venture capitalists in terms of entrepreneurship. Venture capitalists, a lot of entrepreneurs, new ones say, "Oh my gosh, these are the people with money. So they're high up, and I'm begging them to invest in my company." But to seasoned entrepreneurs and also to venture capitalists, people with the money, they're saying that no, 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 we want to see if we can serve you, because you got good products, you got good ideas, and you got the energies and so on. I only got money. So I'm putting money into you. So that is also our honor. So I think, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. But Carol, I really feel sad that, all the words that you mentioned, I use them quite a bit. And
We all do, right? One way or the other. So
yeah.
now that we know such, maybe we can bite our tongue a little bit to actually resist the tendency of uttering such. But like bringing us to the world of sales. And this is something that all of us can actually learn from. What to avoid. Well, let me dive straight into that. The phrase, to be honest with you. Imagine how will that make you and I feel when we hear someone to be honest with you. Same thing goes with the phrase to be frank. At the back of my mind, it tells me, you mean to tell me all these minutes that we've spent together, you have been telling me a lie? So that's how it sounds like, right?
It
And
does. It
yes.
does.
So in other words, well, lay it out in the open then. Be truthful if you want me to actually give you my time. So
Mm,
again, that's one thing to avoid. And
mm.
then another phrase would be the two simple words, trust me. When we actually hear this, do we actually trust the person? Chances are, I would say no, absolutely not. Because if we are trustworthy, our actions would
Oh,
speak loud and clear. It
oh,
would actually give us the credibility that we need.
yeah.
That we are a person who can actually follow through. We don't need to mention this, because
Oh,
mentioning this will actually put us in a bad light.
oh, yes,
And,
yes.
and then, Patrick, I know you and I have heard this one way or the other, the phrase, third one,
Oh,
sorry to bother you. Meaning when you are calling or requesting for a meeting, okay?
yeah, yeah.
So and you actually say this, well, if I'm the person hearing that, I can easily say, then why are you bothering me in the
Oh,
first
oh,
place, right?
yes,
So
yes,
this
yes.
immediately lowers our status. So
Oh,
imagine our time,
mm,
as a closer is the same.
mm, mm,
It's equally as valuable as that of the prospect. So
mm,
meaning we don't have to apologize for this.
mm,
And
mm.
then in the word of sales, and I know all of us have been hearing this one way or the other, the one word, three letters, buy. People love to buy. We
Oh,
hate to be sold, right?
oh,
So,
oh,
because it means that, oh, I'm actually bringing money out. So,
oh,
you are going to drain my finances. So,
mm,
this will carry on to my credit card. So,
mm,
this actually triggers resistance,
mm,
fear. So,
mm,
instead of the word buy,
mm,
we can actually say, how would you like to own this?
mm,
Or
mm,
would you like to take this home with you if it's a vehicle? Okay. So, or if it's a property, how would you like to own this?
mm.
Then most likely the person is to say, sure, like,
Oh,
that sounds like a good idea.
it's a different
So
mindset. You
it's a
change the
different mindset.
perspective totally. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Or the phrase, to make it more positive, would you like to move forward? Of course, all of us would like to move forward, because moving forward means we are actually contributing. And not only that, we are actually going towards the next level, which is really
Uh-huh.
very productive.
Oh,
And lastly,
mm,
the word, again, one word, contract. Okay. We don't want
mm,
to hear the word contract, because this is like, am I signing my life away?
mm,
It sounds too serious. So
mm,
instead of that, instead of the word contract, we can always say, um, how about let's get this agreement going?
mm,
Or how about let's get the paperwork out of the way? What do you think? So
mm.
this is actually like a more pleasant sounding.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
words to avoid, and what instead to use to
Oh,
be actually like favorable in the ears of our prospects or clients.
okay. Yeah. Wow. That's good. I gotta remember this. I think we should actually have an article dedicated to this topic so that we can list out all the things that are no-nos. You say something like this. What are the replacement so that I when I go on an airplane, I got nothing to do. I can pull that out and kind of kind of study it as we
That's a
go.
very, very long list. It can be an entire webinar by itself.
It can be an entire webinar. Trust me, that's for sure.
Thank you. So, benefits to a person, this actually shows competence, professionalism, and passion for the work we do, right? It
Mm,
can make customers comfortable with us,
mm,
meaning when they know that they can count on us, then by all means, that actually ups, okay, our like believability and our trustworthiness.
mm.
So, inspirational insights. Do you know that 82% of customers won't mind leaving a company for a bad experience? Therefore, you and I, okay, should always be reminded to keep our customers like welfare, okay,
Mm,
at best, because our business can actually create loyal customers. And
mm,
when we enhance, okay, their experience with our brand, okay, when we use positive, impactful phrases on a regular basis, that actually propels our business to the
mm.
next level for many, many years ahead.
Wow, that reminds me. When I was living in California, USA, there was a company that really go out of its way to serve customer. They should remain nameless, but people who are familiar with it would know exactly which company I'm talking about. These salespeople at this department store would go above and beyond. They have a lot of power. So they would never say the phrase, this is our company policy. They would never say that. Whatever the customer wants, they would try as hard as they can. One time, they saw this lady or somebody out in the parking lot changing tires. And the salesperson from this department store would go outside, change a tire for her, no charge, no questions asked. And people go, hey, this is not even your customer. What are you doing this? And you know what the company says? The company says we are here to serve. We're not just about selling you a product or widget or whatever. We're here to serve. That's it. That's all. That's all the company statement is. It's not a whole page that you have to remember, but it's just one thing is we're here to serve. So yeah, that is cool. So thank you very much. This has been another week of very productive conversation, and we'll see each other again very soon. Bye
Thank you
bye.
so much. Bye.
Bye bye.